once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view.
What's up everybody, we are back with another video, and today we are making a one-pot pasta puttanesca. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm gonna go with it, so let's go with it. And we are also grilling a pork shoulder roast. We are gonna get that on the grill right now. First things first, while it's bright and early in the morning. I shouldn't say bright and early, it's only 9 o'clock. We still have to go to church, so that's why we want to get this done now, so we can get it on as early as possible, so it's good by supper time. So let's get right into it. So what you're gonna need for the pork roast is you gotta have some probes to make sure it's at the right temp. You gotta have your tray, you gotta have your grill flipper thinger, spatula, sorry. And then you're gonna especially need your pork roast. All right, we're gonna put this out to the side, wash your hands. Now we're also gonna dry this off. So we're gonna put this right here. Take this out. Grab this, we're gonna just dry it off a little bit so we can get that rub on. I know you probably don't have to dry it off, but it makes it easier for the rub to stick, and I want a rub as well as this brine. Turns out better that way. All right. This is also the world's smallest tray for this, so we're gonna dump this out. You can use any brine you want. I chose my father's recipe, so that's what we did right there. AC just kicked in, I guess, so we're gonna turn that off when we're actually doing everything else. But it's actually finally summer. I'm so happy it's summer. Well, it's spring. It's May and we're ready to take on the year. I'm excited that I can golf now. We are excited that we're gonna just start filming golf again. I don't know why I say we, like you and I are both excited. I am excited to be filming golf again. It's such a great relief to be going on the course. I love golfing. I love golfing. Love cooking, I love cars, and that's the biggest 3 things that this channel entails right now. So, but anyways, let's get right into it. We're gonna flip this around and start putting a rub on. I was gonna say rubbing the meat, but that sounds so wrong. So what you're gonna need for the rub is, I use Grill Mates Maple Barbecue for it right now. I usually use this one or Sweet and Smoky, but I love these ones. It gives it a sweet taste, and that's what I like. Then we're also gonna use mustard as our binder. I want to use barbecue sauce, but I don't have any, so I'm not gonna run to the store for this. So we're just gonna put mustard on, and we're gonna be happy with it. Alrighty, let's get rubbing. You know what, most people, they grab gloves. It's just a lot smarter than what I do. And this is gone. I didn't even realize. Well, I knew the was gone, but you know what I mean. Oh God. I'm gonna open this without washing my hands. All right, I like how that turns out. All right, let's get our hands washed and let's go outside and get this done. As we bring out the grill, we are gonna start, that's very loud. We're gonna start grilling. I'm so excited. Look how sunny it is. Grass or tree is green. So I'm excited. Also, it's been a while. She's very dirty. Yeah, she needs a bath, like hardcore. I am glad it's summer. We are excited. I keep on saying we, but I think we are. We both are. I'm talking to myself in the screen. So we are excited. We are happy. We get to go golfing. We get to drive car, and we get to go grilling. So it's a nice day, great day, and I'm excited. Let's get her fired up and get ready for the grilling aspect. She also needs to be cleaned. I cleaned it, but she needs to be cleaned better. Once when she's plugged in, we're gonna turn it on to CR. Turn it on first, and then turn it on to smoke. I cannot even read the screen. I don't know if I can now. There we go. Yeah, so let's get it on low until it warms up for a bit. Then we're gonna clean this off, and then we're gonna clean it off and get started. I'm embarrassed because there's somebody walking past as I was saying that, so. I'm shy, guys, okay? Let me be shy. She has been warmed up for a bit. Let's clean this off. She's getting some smoke on out, which is a good thing. All right, she is warmed up. Let's get it on the grill now. And we got the pork roast. Let's get it on the grill and get started. All right, let's get this on the grill. We're gonna use our hands because I also forgot a paper towel. Alright, I think we might need to remove the top shelf. Nah, we're just gonna leave it over here. Call it a day. Let's get our probe in. I know this is not how you're supposed to put the probe in, but since I don't have one of those, the flipper thingers, and you guys don't know what I'm talking about, because I barely know what I'm talking about. Alright, probe is in. We might put a second one in later, but for right now, at least it's there. We're not gonna even turn it on right now. Actually, we should. As you can tell, we got that on the grill. We got the probe in. We got it on. It's at 43 degrees. It's warming up pretty fast, actually. It's at 41 just 2 seconds ago. All right, let's close this up. We're gonna change this to 200. After about 2 hours, we're gonna check on it and we're gonna make sure we're gonna flip it. Actually, we're gonna check the temp first and then see what we're thinking, and then we might flip it. I have no idea yet. I think I'm gonna flip it at about 2 hours. After that, we're gonna probably wrap it in tin foil and add some butter, keep it nice and juicy in there. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do yet. This is just a go off with the flow. I've never done this before for pork roast, so see what happens. And we just got back from church. We are back from chopping as well. We got the rest of the ingredients for tonight. We got some beans, we got some instant potatoes and gravy, and we're gonna try making the beans on the grill as well, so let's see how that goes. We'll put that on later though. So let's check the grill. It's looking mighty fine. Looking pretty good. Alright, looking pretty good. Yeah, 106 pellets I just filled, so we're golden. I will check in another probably hour and a half, see how that goes. And during that time, we are going to be cooking our one-pot pasta Puttanesca. I still don't know how to pronounce it, okay? Don't judge. Why am I so sassy right now? And we are back upstairs and we are getting ready for the one-pot pasta Puttanesca. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. Again, winging it. First things first, you're gonna need some cherry tomatoes, some Castelvetrano olives. I butchered that, like I do everything apparently. Some parsley flakes for garnishing. 4.5 cups water. I got 4 cups right here because I can't fit another half. Linguine pasta, some capers, olive oil, kosher salt. Last but not least, we got some black pepper. Here's the ingredient list and here is the instructions if you want to follow along. I did not show that in the last how many videos. I realized that after I filmed it and I was not going to retake it. So that is everything for this recipe, but we are going to add in a couple of things to make it a little bit better. We are going to add in some shrimp and some butter. Obviously the butter is to cook the shrimp. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add the shrimp on top of it. It's supposed to taste really good. And then also for supper, we have a lot going on, and that's why this whole video has been sporadic. Hopefully you guys can follow along. We're gonna start with this recipe, rate it, and maybe I'll include rating the other one, but I'll at least show how that one turned out. So catch you guys when we start. It tells you to start by having the cherry tomatoes, and it says 12 ounces. How much is this? 1 pint. So all of this is 12 ounces. All right, let's start off with dicing these. They're not cold at all. Also, I'm probably going to quarter them. These are pretty big. All right, we're gonna speed this up for y'all. Now that we have this all cut up, we need a ½ cup of the Pastel Vetrano olives. And I don't know how much that will be. And it also says half, so we're doing quarters. These are bite-sized pieces. But we'll fast forward this part as well for you. And when that's done, we'll continue from there. So we got the ½ cup done. We got the 12 ounces of cherry tomatoes done. We're gonna combine these because we're gonna have to anyways. And then we're gonna take out our pan, wash our hands first because we don't touch all the other pans. We have our pan, and this time we actually got the big pan. I'm not an idiot this time. And I say this time because most other times I am definitely an idiot. So I'm not an idiot this time. I got a big enough pan. We got our pan, and now let's start. In that pan, we're gonna throw in our tomatoes and our olives. Now we got our linguine measured out at 12 ounces, where we need. We're gonna spread you out. Sorry, didn't even show that. We're gonna spread it out. We got all the linguine there. We need our 4½ cups of water. There's our 4½ This actually is nice to have a big enough pan for once, because if you didn't see the last video, I was struggling. Now we need our parsley, and then I'll have to check our ingredients more because I don't want to dice up parsley. I'm just using this. I'm using as much as I want. All right, there we go. All right, now that we have those ingredients in, we need ¼ cup of capers, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1, 2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And that came out a lot faster. All right, it's gonna be a little bit salty, I guess. All right, and then ½ teaspoon of pepper. Turn this on medium-high until we are done cooking the noodles. We're gonna stir occasionally, so that way everything gets mixed in. And while that is cooking, we are gonna throw this on medium-high as well. And we're gonna throw some butter in, get that butter on there. And we're gonna wait until this melts. Butter is getting almost melted down. And we're probably gonna throw in another ½ stick. All right, throw in another ½ stick. Get that melted in as well. And we're gonna start throwing in our cooked shrimp. And we're also gonna turn this down just a little bit after it starts cooking. That way it has more time for the linguine to cook. All right, there we go. This is gonna be one of the easiest meals I do on here. There might be other easy meals, but this is a really easy meal and it tastes really good. I had this once before and realized that I should have filmed it, and I'm excited that I'm doing it again and filming it. And honestly, I like filming it. I like filming new experiences. So this is not a new recipe to me, but I've at least tried it once and it was pretty good. And I will rate it again because I don't remember what it tasted like. It's been a while. But anyways, I am glad I'm doing this, and also I'm glad I'm grilling for once. It's been a while because we don't have it on our balcony anymore. Can't, new lease rules. But yeah, I'm excited that it's summer. I'm gonna be grilling more. And if you guys do want more grilling recipes, let me know. I'll start grilling more for you guys. But otherwise, it's gonna be sticking into the kitchen. I love grilling. I'll keep grilling, but probably not gonna film much of it. The only reason why I'm filming it today is the fact that I'm doing it right now as I'm cooking this. And also, it makes this video just a little bit longer. Otherwise, that's gonna be like 5 minutes. I hope everyone's day is going great. My day has been going really good. Woke up, took a shower, started filming, and also started cooking and grilling at the same time. And got to drive my car for a bit. Got to go down the road, and there was this one motorcyclist, and having fun with him on the road. So it's kind of fun. It was a nice day. So keeping it interesting. That's all I can say. Now that this is starting to cook up, we got the butter getting in there. We are gonna add a little bit of, actually just wait a little bit longer for that salt and pepper until it's a little bit softer. But we're gonna shorten that down to about medium, maybe a little bit slower. So that way this has a chance to keep cooking. And since we have had a little bit of time, we're gonna mix this on up. So that way all the noodles can get in there and get cooking. I don't know why I said cooking instead of just cooking. There we go. Most of it's in there. I don't know why. Some of it breaking. It's not been in there long enough. Now that it is starting to boil, we gotta make sure to keep on mixing so these noodles don't get stuck. And it's gonna take about another 5-10 minutes, and after that, it should be about done once when all the water is evaporated. And just like that, it's really simple. I like the cooking aspects and the prep time, everything. It's so easy on this one. You easily can do this right after work, and it's nice. I won't deny. For the prep time, for cooking, for everything, it's really simple. You can get it done right after work, and if you're someone like me who's filming it or something like that, you're basically done in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It's really simple. Other than that, I'll rank it for cooking wise at around like a 9.4. It's really simple. Just put all the ingredients, one pot. If you're not cooking like the shrimp, you have your pot, your cups, your teaspoons, and that's pretty much it. And your stir thinger, your noodle stir thinger. I don't know what this is called technically, but I just know it's a noodle stir thinger. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So cleanup is really simple. Right after work, it's probably your best bet. That is stirred up for right now. As we wait, we're gonna stir this one up. I also forgot to hit record, and I put some salt and pepper on, so that's why there's pepper on it. I might add a little bit more pepper because I like having it a little bit seasoned. Also, I might have put on too much butter, so probably not a full stick of butter. Probably do 3/4, but spread it out. Like put half of it in right away. Put your shrimp in, and then when it's almost gone, put some more butter in, because that's what I messed up on that this time. Last time I did exactly that, and it worked better. This is just a thought in my brain right now, and it's probably very dumb, but are you burning the water to evaporate it, or are you cooking the water to evaporate it? Because I know you're cooking it, but at what point does it evaporate? It is technically burning at that point, because everything has a burning point. Like metal has got a burning point, melting point, technically the same thing. So evaporating point, isn't that your burning point? I'm so... What is wrong with my brain? I don't know where my brain is taking me, but high level questions for high level people. If you know, maybe. Let me know. Anyways, let's get back to cooking. She is getting really close. The noodles are done. I just tried some. So she's basically done. These just need a little bit of longer. I swear, I don't know English. Little bit longer. I know what the recipe says, that it should be done when there's no more water left. But it basically is done. I feel like 4.5 cups is too much, but it's like, you need it. So we're gonna dump a little bit on here. get some everything. So we got it served up right there. Got that turned off now. We're gonna turn this one off, and we're gonna throw a little bit of this on. Just like that, we got a little bit of everything on it. Now let's try it up, see how it tastes. All right, we are back to the food rating portion of this video. We have our One-Pot Pasta Puttanesca, and we are gonna try this all together. We're gonna try getting a little bit of everything on it so we can get the taste, the full taste of it. I didn't get any of the tomato or the capers or the olives. I really like it. It does, if you don't have the shrimp with it, it does lack a little bit of something. And I'm glad I make the shrimp with it, because last time I did not make it with the shrimp. But anyways, really good with the shrimp, but plain, let's just say it that way. 7, I would rank it. With the shrimp, it really brings it up. It actually adds more to it. And I would say it's like an 8.5, 8.6. Also, reminder, stay hydrated. Anyways, we're gonna continue devouring this, and you guys will see the end of the grilling portion. Let's see how that turns out, and I'll also include what everything turned out, and then also what everything I made for it. So, see you guys in a little bit. Also, before I jump over to the grill, it has taken away most of the water at this point. Just let it sit on the stove top for a little bit longer. It does take it away, most of it, but it's still there. So, anyways, got a lot leftovers of both. So, great for meal prepping too. We are at 119 degrees. We got a few more hours to go. It's looking good. We are still at 200 degrees. I might bump it up, but it's only 3 o'clock, so we'll wait. Yeah, let's keep going. We'll check it again in about an hour and a half, and then we're gonna put it in a container, put some butter with it, and some barbecue sauce. Oh wait, I didn't buy any. So I guess we're not doing with barbecue sauce, but we're gonna put a little bit of homemade barbecue sauce since I have a little bit left. So other than that, that's what we're getting at. All right, we are at 125 degrees. We are pretty close to being done, but in order to get there, yeah, this is a struggle. I might have to use my hands. This is a struggle, boss. Okay, there we go. Let's get this in there. I still did not grab any. Gonna do that. It's super windy today, and it kind of sucks for doing this. But we're gonna keep going. Chop that off, throw it over here, chop that off, throw it right there. Struggle bus, dude. All right, now we gotta throw some barbecue sauce, homemade. Throw some barbecue sauce on. Even more. This wind. There we go. And now that we got all that in there, it might be just horrible. There we go. Now we have it wrapped up and placed in there. Now we'll wait until this gets to 170, 160 something, and we're golden. It is nice and warm out today. It is 95 degrees. It is super windy. I really wanted to go golfing today, but that ain't happening with the wind. So yeah, I gave up on that chance. I don't got the mic on right now, so it might be really, really windy, but we finally got it close enough where we have to put on the getting closer. It'll be about another 1.5, 2 hours, somewhere in there to get this done. So I'm excited. After about 9 hours of grilling, we are at 154 degrees, which I'm gonna just take it off. It's close enough. I'm happy with that. I just took off the beans, forgot to film that part, but it was kind of messy, so it kind of helped not to film that. Also, it was getting really windy, which sucks. All right, now let's get this, let's check out our pork shoulder roast. All right, first looks. Let's check it out. That's looking good. I better take that off with some oven mitts. Move it out of the way. All right, let's grab this. For a final look, we'll look at it inside, but we'll turn you back. Also, always remember, after using the grill anytime, always clean it off. After creating such a huge mess, we finally have everything done. Look at this. This looks really good. Now let's see how it tastes. There we go. Getting a hang of it. We're just gonna do one little strip right now. I'll cut more later. Just enough for the data entry. There we go. Look at that. Got it off. And we got a whole meal looking pretty fine, if I say so myself. So let's get right into it. I'm happy that we are done grilling this. Can't wait to try this. Just randomly made it up as I went, so don't judge me if everything is wrong. So let's try it. Ooh, that's really good. It's like not dry at all, which is nice. Works really well with the barbecue sauce on top of it. I really like it. That's like a 9.7 out of 10. Let's try the baked beans. I've never tried baked beans on a pellet grill before, so let's try it. Cold, but that's because I took it off like 20 minutes ago and didn't keep it warm. But otherwise, it's got a great flavor. I won't mind about it at all. It's a great way to have a meal, is like this. Do it a lot better than me. If you're gonna do it, make this probably after your meat is done and brought back in and keep it warm. And then the same with the baked beans. Make sure that it gets back inside and warm. But otherwise, it's really good. I will not complain about this at all. And I'm happy with how it turned out, especially this pork. So good. I was afraid it was gonna be dry. I'm so glad I covered it when I did. And just like that, boys and girls, we are done. We have a lot to clean up. Oh, I got dizzy. I spun around way too fast. But we got a lot to clean up. We are gonna do that right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have other suggestions or want me to do more grilling, let me know in the comments down below. I would be so happy. Yeah, so any other suggestions for what I can make? I hope the One-Pot Pasta Puttanesca did well. It tasted well. But yeah, also sorry again for the randomness of this video. It was kind of 2 cooking videos in one. So hope you guys enjoyed that too. And hope you guys have a good one. And peace out.